I can't tell who dropped for tool there. Did you see?
3, 2, 1.
I did not. Probably one of the people that they're swapping in for offense versus defense. They have a couple of people switch back and forth. Probably had to bring in Jesus Faction. He was the 10th. And making sure they swap out whoever on the proper round. Jesus Faction, another frequent player. He's in his 6th TF2 Ville Cup this year. His very first year, 2009, he was on Moobs, which won the Ville Cup that year under John Doe. He also played for Badass Bunch, for the League of Evil Villains, for Carl Drogo's Used Carts and Accessories, for God last year, and this year with
30
Tool.
seconds. Mission begins.
It's always fun
10 seconds.
mentioning Carl Drago there. It's always fun seeing what names the teams are going to come up with.
5,
Yes, it is.
3,
I enjoy the names and the signatures a great deal. And we are underway here. Nice shot right off the bat, inbound, taking out Eric almost before things start, the moment the door opens.
Not surprisingly, Unfor is running into the spy straight off the bat here.
Unfor is a very good spy and pretty terrifying. I know he joked a little bit about being out of practice, but I would never count out of practice against him. You see an Uber there burned on defense immediately. The second one was also used. It's being recharged right now by... who's that? Blackenford. Oh, we saw a little bit of a... oh, there's a stab. There's a stab. Unfor taking out Daft. We saw some healing being done on an enemy spy briefly. And an Uber over the top. Lynn going in, Ubered by Seventh Thorn. And they sweep through the top, clean it out nicely. gTA has possession of the top area. Looks like they have possession of the entire first.
Inbound helped them out there with a nice snipe of the NGS side.
Yeah, Inbound is a very good sniper, shall we say. He's a force to be reckoned with, somebody you want to be very careful of if you're on the other team, and obviously an asset to be used liberally if he's on your team. So right into Girardi as his secondary, and we're going to have the first cap by gTA. Is going to happen in 1 minute and 30 seconds even. That's another fast capture. We've seen things get faster as the night goes on. Heavy going up to the roof there. That's Lynn again, popping out on the roof. No engineer placed up there, however there are some players dancing around a little bit with each other. Both have medics. There's also a pyro accompanying each set. So they have a matching flank team on both sides. There's an Uber going onto the roof. They take out the spy almost inadvertently. And nice flank move by Lynn and 7 there. They hop up behind 7, Thorn goes on the killing spree of 5. And there's a level 2 Wrangled Sentry on the ground around the corner. It's off its wrangle now. Let's see how it does at defending. There's a lot of Tool players there together just outside their second garage door. There's a mini sentry going up on the roof. It's about to get taken down by the Wrangle gun, I believe. Certainly trying for it. There it goes. It's down. Oh, the Wrangle gun is damaged severely. It's being fixed by the Rescue Ranger. We're seeing a lot of Rescue Ranger and Wrangler tonight. It's a combination seems very popular. That gun does go down. Video takes it down. And the cap number 2 point is in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
The advantage these teams have in the later matches is that they've gotten to watch the broadcast of the earlier matches and maybe pick up a little last-minute strategy.
Yep, and that can be particularly important with specific sentry nests and positions that we see things. For example, we saw Rumplenose's sentry gun in that unusual spot defending the final in the first match, and sure enough in the GCI CTB match that followed it, we saw an attempt to put a sentry gun there as well. It didn't last very long, but I would imagine both teams saw that and were conscious of it as an option. I feel like it probably wasn't a coincidence that we saw it twice. is medic going in with an Uber on his heavy. They follow in, they're going to push towards the attic, it looks like. Getting slightly ahead of his patient, but they're... Oh, Pyro in there to help push back. An Uber Pyro blocks the door. That's gonna break up the attacking Uber's strategy a little bit. Cart to the top of the ramp. Moving through the attic overhead and pushing cut underneath. They have their sniper inbound over on the right-hand side in the warehouse, or left-hand side for them. He gets taken down by Eric. A little bit of revenge for that opening snipe shot, perhaps. Always feels good to take out the sniper that got you. Oh, crits on the heavy.
Gun up there in that same spot. You got it back from the window a little bit so it can't see down.
That could bite them. It's a great defense against the upper, but that's not going to do anything against the lower. He's picking up the gun and trying to move it. He's going to set it on the side, but it's too late. Across the point at 4:56 is gTA. And the gun gets taken down from the side before it can be fully rebuilt. gTA with a bit of momentum and 2 Ubers ready to go. Oh, one gets taken out by a stab. Seventhorn stabbed by Unfor. Unfor dies, but that's of course completely worth it for a spy. You kill the Uber. And a nice shot by Jesus Faction there. Nice shot by Jesus Faction to clear the cart and about half the team. Only one member of gTA left up. That gives Tool time to reorganize a little bit here.
Medic! Medic! Medic!
We see the sentry going in out in the open a little bit. It will help cover the bottom of the main ramp as well as some of the map room. Cart's starting to go backwards, and the fight has moved its way back towards the 3rd point.
gTA hasn't had a chance to get that tele-exit set up yet, so they're still struggling a little here.
Here comes Unfor again. He got seen that time. Oh, and he still gets the stab. He gets 2 stabs before he's taken down. That's something you see in a talented spy. Even when things go south and people are on them, they very rapidly reacquire a target. They knock out whomever inbound with another shot. Nice shot takes out Uber. And you see the teleport has finally come up at the front for gTA. Immediately taking use of it is the heavy. Lynn coming through.
Aggressive dispenser placement there, kind of working forward reinforcement, a little bit of a shield for folks trying to ride that cart down.
Yeah. Uber, however, has come around behind and knocked it out. There's now a heavy combo at the cart. Let's see if they are able to make any push with it. Coming down against a small sentry, a level 1, now level 2 sentry on the right-hand side. 2 options against that, if assuming they get to the bottom. One, of course, is they can just round the corner at point blank and try to out-damage it, which a heavy with a medic can generally do. Especially against an unattended sentry. Even against a turtle one, you'll win that fight. Or you can also just use the cart for cover and crawl right past it. Now that relies on the enemy team not being there to eliminate you. So, always things to take into account when you're dealing with sentries in close corner situations.
Big Cock ignoring the gun right now, making sure he gets the dispenser up to level 3 in the opposite cubby.
Probably a good idea by Big Hulk there, because I mean, the dispenser is going to help everybody on the team. The gun, the gun's not doing anything at the moment. The cart's going backwards. The team's doing pretty well. Definitely go for that Spencer. Gun is level 3. He ranges it up, sets it out in the center again, and moves the dispenser up again. He likes those positions. The gun out in the center there actually helps protect his dispenser a little bit against people coming out of the map room. More than it would if it were all the way back in the cubby.
Tool pushed an uber heavy there past point 3 and really pushed back gTA to the attic.
Yeah, they've lost their forward teleport. Their sentry gun currently down. It's being rebuilt forward though. It's a deliberate takedown by Ninja. Yeah, the fight has moved to corner number point 3, as you said. Cart back at the top of the main room.
GTA in a dangerous position here. That cart can just keep on rolling back unless they get a good solid push.
Sure can, and there's a level 3 sentry watching it to help make sure it goes all the way back. Here's a crits demo around the corner. Runs into a full Uber. That will get rid of the gun. Oh, the gun gets rescue rangered up again. Big Hulk, very, very quick with his moves as an engineer. However, that gets taken down, and now we see 9 on 0. There's nobody up on the other team. They need to all be on the cart pushing. 9 on 0. We've not seen that yet tonight. It means there's going to be a big respawn wave, but they should have that cart in the hole. Watch the spy on you, Heavy. Un4 takes out... Whoa! Un4 saves the team. Right there. There's still a sniper on it dancing around, but Un4 definitely just kept that from being an immediate victory for GTA. The sniper is getting close. He needs to stay on it. Stay on it, sniper. Oh, and he goes down. I think if the sniper had stayed on it there instead of dancing... Yeah, you stay on the objective. I think that would have been an out. But I'm not much of one to criticize a sniper. I am not a sniper of any capability whatsoever. So, wow, that was a close one. 9 on 0 in the final pit, and Tool keeps it alive.
Yeah, that was about as close as it could come without going over to
Yeah, siren going off. If Blunt Spoon is watching, he's going to have flashbacks right now of yelling, "Get on the cart, get on the cart," to defense. The sentry gun doing its job. It kept those jumpers from getting onto it. They do manage to touch the cart. That was the engineer there for Blue, Professor Lemons, running out there and touching it to make sure that the cart didn't keep backing up. But
they need a solid coordinated effort here. I mean, you've got the tendency to have people keep throwing themselves at the cart since it's so close. But if they don't group up, they're not going to get it done.
Exactly. With that level 3 sentry and the entire team right there, you need more than luck to get in there and get it. You need a plan.
Tool's pushing a medic pyro out of the map room towards point 3.
It looks like they ran into company up there. They found the GTA engineer. And they swept their own upper to make sure it's clear. Looks like they sent some backup up there as well to make sure it stays that way. Ooh, inbound. Sniped Black and Blue.
GTA's running a spy now. Video is switched over. Got a sap on the gun.
Nice. Yes, inbound is in his first Ville Cup, sniping away. Video, however, is played before. I remember asking him last year if it was video or video. It is video. He's on his second team. He was in 32X last year. Oh, video being very effective. He takes out Backstreet, excuse me, Bad Street, takes out Eric, goes out the window, saps the gun. He's going after Black and Blue. Oh, he gets the stab on Black and Blue, gets Uber. He just killed 4 people and a sentry gun. This is another good opportunity. GTA needs to get on there right now. Use that Pyro Air Blast, push the Uber off of it, and just shove the gun. Push the Uber off of it. Can't help but get excited for that. There we are. It's at 12:49. 12:49. So very nearly an 8-minute hold again on the end.
We're going to set the map. Go right away.
7 minutes 53 seconds was the hold on that final there. We're going to reload the map. So GTA getting all the way through to the end. I have to admit, I've been surprised. I did not expect so many teams to actually complete all 4 points. I was expecting a lot of people to be stuck on 3. We've actually seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 completions, and only 3 people stuck on 3, or 3 times stuck on 3 out of the 9 matches so far. 3 more to go. The team's very strong on offense this year. Very strong.
4, 3.
Both teams hit ready, even though I see at least one player does not appear to have been fully in-game yet. Unforgiven, the spy on Tool, not all the way in-game. There he
Mission
is.
begins in 60 seconds.
This team, these teams are eager to get going because the match started so late due to the extreme length of payload matches.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Am I back?
You're back. Voice corrected a bit.
Mission begins
That silly
in 10
robo
seconds.
voice bug. It's a long-standing OS X USB bug that they just don't want to fix.
1.
We are underway. Oh, we hear the sniper shot, but don't see a kill from it that time, right as the gate opens. We see an Uber going over the upside trail. Uber's already off before they round the corner, however. It was perhaps a little premature. So it's Jesus Faction in black and blue.
KK with some heavy spy checking in here that she missed.
Can't say as I blame her.
I lost sight of Unfor. I was trying to follow him, but he slipped away from me.
Even with admin vision and spectate mode, it can be hard to follow a good spy sometimes. Nice defense there by gTA, keeping their sentry gun up over the top. There was a lot of fire being directed at it, and it didn't go down. They returned a lot of fire of their own.
Ah, there's Unfor with the sap on the front entrance.
There you are, teleport entrance, so you went all the way back to the backfield. That is always brutal as an engineer when someone's at your entrance taking it down, because there is nothing you can do about it when you're not at your exit actively healing it. You just need to wait for somebody to respawn and hope they're there in time.
And the problem Unfor ran into is he couldn't get back out that
Nice!
gate.
Inbound, taking Big Hulk out from a demo jump. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right, Unfor's having to take the long way all the way past point 3 to get back into the action. He's just now passing B.
Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, if it slowed the other team down sufficiently, it's worth it. And there goes the sentry gun. And a strong push. There's still a uber-heavy combo dropping in to defend. It's not going to happen quite yet. And there's Unfor again moving in. Gets the stab, takes out 7, takes out KK. That will help the cause significantly. Bit sticky. See Jesus Faction on the cart there fighting. Lin pushing him back.
He had to take the long route, but he got 3 kills out of it.
I'll take it. Lin also in her first Ville Cup. However, there is 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's 40 seconds behind GTA's time, but still not a bad time at all. See a strong push by Tool going up the inside, getting to the roof with an Uber heavy ready, focusing on the teleport and the dispenser rather than the gun. That is a smart idea. Gun goes down as well. And Unfor gets up there with nothing even to clean up. Oh, he jumps off the roof. It triggers, I believe that was his dead ringer. No, he actually was killed by that fall off the roof. And there's a nice little push using the cart for shelter. They go all the way through immediately, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. They close the gap from 40 seconds to 6 seconds. So Tool now with a very efficient push underway. Don't see any engineering quite yet. I see the engineer moving into position here on point number 3. Got his dispenser going up to block the stairs against spies, perhaps, and also to help his teammates. But he needs metal if he's going to... and there is a spy, speaking of, who goes in and shoots down inbound. Shoots the sniper with his ambassador... or sorry, with his regular revolver, it looks like. Takes out the dispenser. He's enough of a distraction that sentry gun is not getting built, and the team is going to capture the 3rd point very quickly if GTA is not careful. There's a timely critical there that cleans some people off the point. Almost gets the stab, doesn't quite, and they do manage to defend. Tool still trying to get the third point. gTA building up their defenses, holding on to 3. We've seen 3 be a tricky one a couple times tonight when a team is really able to entrench itself to hold it.
That sentry's not going up in the normal spot we've been seeing it.
The sentry is still stuck as a level 1 though, and a level 1 sentry in that position is not capable of firing down and hitting the point. I've tried it. There it's a level 2 now, that can do a little bit. Level 3 is the best, level 2 will do some. That will cover especially the attic exit. And there's the cap at 420. That is now 30 seconds ahead of speed. 36 seconds to be exact. They've got until 12:49 to get it all the way, and we see the cart gets a fair way forward on that initial velocity, initial push. You can hear the gear being built, sentry going up in kind of the under area on the left. Here comes an Uber demo. They might try to go after it if they can deal with the pyro that's pushing them around. Yep, they're going for it. They get the medic, and there's a couple of shells. Not quite able to take it. That pill might do it up in the NG. Oh no, he survives as well. Lemon's surviving an onslaught from an Uber demo and keeping his gun up in the process. Daff with a nice crit rocket. Bunch of people on Tool just went down from that one. And they respawn. Pyro on the push, help clear the way in front. Oh, over the enemy Pyro gets left through. However, KK goes down. Andy French and Biggern, haven't called that name yet. Andy French and Biggern taking down KK and allowing the push to continue on its way.
Unfor helping get that gun, got the sap going, and then his teammates finished it off.
Some very good coordination with Spies and the rest of the team going on. The moment Tool's push has got it to the bottom center of the large flat basin at the end, however, gTA with equal numbers and ready to hold up. There's an Uber in defense. gTA pops the Uber. Daff with another important critical. Timing is everything. They say it's better to be lucky than good. Daff is both lucky and good. So that's best of all, I'm sure.
Unfor, stab and sap.
Lemon's going down.
Oh, KK with the homewrecker saving the gun though.
Yeah, good move by KK. You don't see a lot of people carrying the homewrecker with the nerf to the extinguisher. We might see a couple more of those floating around. Definitely valuable when you have only one engineer, and so you don't have anybody else who can help out. Oh, now the sentry goes down and is taken out by a combination of heavy and a soldier. There's a big push here. This is a Tool with if they get this in, they'll have the win, because they had about 8 minutes to work with. And this has not been 8 minutes. However, they all get taken down. They're running around a little bit too much. There it is. 7 minutes and 31 seconds versus 12:49.
Folks, good game.
Tool
We're going to
wins
restart
first
the map.
half.
It is now halftime. We're running behind schedule. If y'all need a few minutes to swap players, talk strategy, take it when we get back. And Tool will...
So now for the second half, Tool is going to push first. gTA will push second. Those two teams pretty evenly matched, though Tool obviously had a more successful second push. Remember, gTA did have a very good initial push on the final point. However, they weren't able to follow it up, and the cart did back up a long ways before they were able to eventually bring it back in and get the final cap themselves. However, both teams capping all the way out, so that is, of course, good for both of them as far as overall tiebreaker points are concerned.
Get on a cab, guys!
Now watch this match carefully, everybody, and pay attention to the format being used, the stopwatch, because that is also what we're going to see used in the finals. The finals were announced along with the regular schedule, something we don't usually see happen, but they were announced. It is on Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl is 3 stages, AD map, but just like a payload map, you have one team attacking, one defending, and it is a stopwatch based on the time it takes for you to capture through.
The nice thing about the finals is, since we're not worried about the tiebreaker to get there, we can let stopwatch run normally.
Exactly. Tiebreakers will already have been used, and there is no such thing as a tie in the final.
Big lug of my foot up your ass. Mission accomplished. Okay, mate. Let's go, mate. Good one, mate.
It's like Tool just waiting for Un4 to hop in on them, and they'll be ready to go as well. Interesting to see gTa on Spy. We'll see if when Un4 joins, if that changes.
Big Cup is kicking your ass. Heads up.
So we see Un4 joins as a scout on Tool. And they do not have a spy. gTa has switched back on spy and is now an engineer, which is a place I'm used to seeing him. He's a fantastic engineer. He was my lead engineer on Shakespearecles back in 2010. I believe he also plays some pyro.
Bolt away. I am fully charged. Stand, go get it. Back to Herr Doctor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are underway here. Setup time for the
Mission
second
begins
half
in
of our
60
final
seconds.
match of the night. This is the third quarter of play. Tool took the first half with a final cap in 7:31 versus a final cap in 12:49. They are now attacking first, and gTA will have the opportunity to respond.
Let's go. Ready to charge. Medic!
No suicides
Mission
for Red,
begins
but
in
we're seeing the
30
soldier try to whip the engineer around to get to that metal faster.
That's not a bad idea either. Always interesting to see the tactics teams use to try and get themselves the advantage they need.
The pyro just accidentally took that big 200 metal box right when the engineer was going for it.
That's a bad thing. There's no reason a pyro should have used any ammunition and shouldn't be in the position to be able to take an ammo box, so that's gotta be frustrating.
2, 1.
Gun still level. There we go. Got the gun to 3.
See the
but
spy
it's-
going out the opposite side. Yeah. Still, that hurts me. The engineer is probably very low on metal to start this off under attack.
Yeah, the dispenser's still just a level 1.
Good shot by inbound, takes out Jetta. Oh, and now a medic goes down. Black and blue also sniped. See a stab on 4, takes out Shampoo.
I don't think you talked about it yet, but we've got some nice family action going on the teams in this cup.
That is true. There are at least 2 family groups. Teo and Zuki, deadly heavy medic pair, are of course husband and wife. And we've got the KK and Greybeard, and Shampoo is their son, do I recall?
Yeah, that's correct.
So definitely some family-friendly butchery going on. And we see the gun goes down there. Eric is able to take down the sentry gun in long range on for lending a hand. And we see Tool has got through the tunnel. However, ooh, there's a heavy right in the middle. Lynn jumping straight into the center of them and tearing them apart.
And KK wasn't able to draft him, but Megan Chirops is KK's daughter's boyfriend.
Oh, I did not realize that. So, yeah, definitely all of the family. There's a capture by Tool in 1 minute and 37. That's faster than Tool's last cap, which was in 2 minutes and 10. A little slower than GTA's first cap last time, which was 1 minute and 30. A nice defensive group up on the roof there, point 2. Level 3 sentry now, and L1 dispenser just coming online, but at least 4 or 5 players in the area up there. See a lot of demo spam raining down on the cart from the attackers, but nobody there to be hit by it. Nice shot by inbound. Takes out Jetta just before he gets to the cart. Cart does not get refreshed. However, there's an Uber on the roof. That's a demo. Gets the dispenser. Knocks the engineer off, however, does not take out the gun before he's pushed away. Spy gets up there, takes a swing, and the sentry turns on him, kills him before he can get the sap down. Engineer is back in position. GTA holding on. Poor Jetta. Inbound is picking on Jetta a little bit here, it feels like. Jetta's been sniped, I think, 3 consecutive times here.
Took him 2 shots that time, but he got the job done.
Yeah. Sometimes out on pub servers and stuff, you'll hear people complaining
a soldier coming up the back stairs. He wasn't able to get to the top.
Ooh.
But here comes Unfor again.
Yep, he didn't make the same mistake twice. He went for the stab on the engineer first, sapped the equipment. That gear is good as dead. Unless a pyro gets up there, and their pyro is not in the area.
KK was just not quick enough to go up there and save it already.
She tried, but yeah, not quite there. Yeah,
that roof is now totally empty. Nobody on it.
And we see Uber pushing the cart forward. Runs into Lynn. Lynn clears him off. Shampoo versus Black and Blue and Eric. Eric gets the better of him there. And we see a big push that's going to take it. That's going to be 4 minutes and 8 seconds for the second cap point. That is slower than their previous cap. That was a good defense on the roof by GTA. It's sometimes hard to get set up there if you also took the time to do a proper defense on the first. They did indeed get set up there, though, and put a nice delay in there. Okay, now here comes an Uber heavy flanking the cart for defense. Oh, video with the shell taken out Unfor. Jesus Faction going through the up left by himself. He's coming back down, joining his team. See, the attic is still occupied by the defense. It's a combo win there. However, they are pulling away from the pyro attack. Oh, and mailbox, I believe that was. Or
Homewrecker.
Homewrecker. Homewrecker kill. Don't get a lot of those. Let's get stick traps set up on the card.
Both pyros running with the homewrecker to help out their Rangers.
Like to see that's a good teamwork thing. You don't see it all the time. I have to admit, playing a pyro myself, I don't use the homewrecker if I can help it, because I tend to be a melee combat fighter, but that may change in the near future.
I'm a big fan of the homewrecker. That's my primary go-to melee pyro.
There's an Uber popped on the attack. Got Andy French coming in with Bigger and again.
Sentry gun in the same spot as usual, being wrangled, but the blue team's just hiding behind the cart, not getting any of the damage.
The cart can be a pretty effective hide-behind type of item. Sentry gun out of ammo. Can be effective hide-behind as long as you're able to be moving the cart at the same time. If you're just hiding behind it and not moving, then there's a problem. Called Andy French's name a couple of times. He's on the forums as Alex M89. This is his first Ville Cup. Big Earn, who's been his medic, is in his second Ville Cup. He previously played with T5 to destroy terrifying tater tots. See the makings of a big push coming here. Tool looks like they might be holding back just a hair to try and get both of their Ubers up, which are an 80 and 90 respectively. Taking some fire around the edges, but they're going to be pushing in a moment here. Looks like there's a Uber ready on the defense and another one also getting close, so this is going to be a big mess. We got both Ubers coming in a moment. Here's the first one's deployed, and there's the second one deployed. It's a crits down low, a regular up high. Sentry gun taking the fire. He's tanking it nicely from the side where he's under cover. Yep, don't need to wrangle that thing. It does its job for you. It aims, and that's safely done. Good.
Unforced slipped into the backfield there.
That could be the way to take out Lemons there. Lemons knows how to tank that gun. Oh, yeah, his dispenser is being sapped, just got taken down. He runs in. He runs into Unfor in his cloak. Unfor escapes again. He's down near the cart. He dodges the pyro flames by a nearest hair. I lost track of him, but I saw that happen. Sentry gun coming into play again, and a nice shot by Daft with the shot on the side to take out Bad Street. Sentry gun has gone down. Daft gets the sentry gun from gTa, and sorry, I didn't see who that was. A soldier takes out Lemons' gun. It would have been Eric.
It's going back up in the same spot.
It's an effective spot. We've seen every team has used that spot, and it's been effective nearly every time. So the particular instance of the Carpe Teabaggers, they managed to get ahead and actually prevent the spot from being used by being there before the defense was. Other than that, I think there's been a gun there in every match. That makes it to level 2. It's enough to see a little bit and get some fight. There's an Uber being used. That's Andy and Bigger again. Oh, we see the spy get some enemy healing for a moment before being taken down. Cart is almost on the point. It's on the little incline at the start of the point cap point. Say that 3 times fast. Bad Street running in his pyro, using that air blast. He gets the cart a little farther. We see Unfor moving in as a spy. He's going to go for the gun to the point. Oh, he gets seen. Video sees him and calls him, but doesn't know exactly where he is. He gets taken down by Shampoo. Blind rocketed. Good instinct by Shampoo on where to fire.
Another nice shot by him down.
Yeah, and JF with a triple kill with that crit sticky. And there's a capture at 9:08. 9:08 the time for the third cap by Tool. gTa has definitely stepped up their defense here. 9:08 was a minute and a half longer than it took Tool to capture all the way out last time. Oh! Big Earn, as a medic, chases the target and runs into a sentry gun, undefended. He gets taken down, medic down. Tried to chase the sniper. Eric gets up there and eliminates the gun now, clears it out, but too late for his medic. Ooh, Video jumps up and takes out Eric. A little fight back and forth for the loft. Video still in the loft. The unfor has been Girardi, but he's in the backfield. And there's an Uber defense. Lynn and Seven Thorn. Moved around and clearing out the small NG base that was starting to be set up. Unfor has killed Shampoo in the backfield with the backstab. And he escapes again into the chicken coop. Ooh, Daft with crits eliminates Jesus Faction in the upstairs. Fast Street following. Looks like there's a teleporter. A teleporter has been built in the shallow depression in the upstairs near the .3 defense spot. It's a good spot for a teleport. Oh, and a nice stab by Unfor a moment before he's got it down by
Eric is up in that. Eric's up in that little room in that shooting out that one window down. And keeps harassing the engine pretty good.
Nice, yeah, he sure is. That's a nice spot. He just took out the sentry gun from there. Also doing some splash on the medics.
That's the first time I've seen that upper room utilized this so far today.
There was one player using it as a demo man in one of the early matches, but yeah, it's not been frequently in play. Unfor out the window.
We're both watching the same thing.
And there's an Uber coming out that same window. Uber out the map room on a heavy, also followed by a Pyro. They're going to clean the backfield. There's a sap going on. Yep, he saps the gun. It gets cleared once by KK, but he gets it back on. The gun goes down, and now the cart's coming down the main hill. Down the big ramp with 3 on it. A demo, a heavy, and a medic. Medic taken out from behind. Shampoo with a direct hit. He's eliminated by Andy. Andy is pushing on the final with Jesus Faction's assistance. Oh, Andy gets shot down through a headshot by Inbound. And Jesus Faction is panned by Inbound as well. Critical. Seven Thorn using his defending with his Uber Saw, gets a little help from his combat classes. They're holding on to the gun so far. See, Mini Sentry starts to go up on the upstairs, but it gets taken down, and Shampoo is chasing after Jetta. If they're not careful, Shampoo's liable to come out of the chicken coop behind them. Video with the sticky takes out the heavy. And there's a push. There's the push. Unfor. Oh, and look at that move. Jetta running up topside. Don't think he knew the sentry was there. Jetta actually pulls the sniper all the way around as an engineer up top. Nice jump in by Eric. Lands right on the cart, but doesn't quite get the push needed because of the defenders also on it. Nice long ball in by Jesus Faction. Takes out the gun. He's on the cart, and Jesus gets it in at 12:49. 12:49 precisely, tying what gTA did in the first match. And now it's gTa's turn to respond under these conditions. Last time, Tool pushed it in 7:31. gTA now facing the same goal Tool did, a 12:49 final cap. It is their offense, their attack, and this is the final quarter of the night coming up.
That's pretty interesting that gTA in their first push and now Tool in their first push of the second half, both 12:49.
Yeah, we're seeing it. That seems kind of one of the mid-12s. We saw a 12:06, a 12:21, and 2 12:49s. Seems like that's one of the positions where teams are kind of able to get some of the action in. We saw that they either were rolling in quickly or they were delayed a long ways. But the fact that they're getting in on the 4th is, in my opinion, pretty impressive. It's a challenging final to push on with 9-man teams.
Got a nice, interesting cheese discussion going on in the chat room of Twitch right now.
I see that, and it looks like they're all talking about standard, everyday cheeses. You know, they need to be creative. If you want some good cheese, you know, Yancey's Fancy. That's a delicious cheddar out of New York. Or if I could recommend Angel, Saint Angel. It's a brie. It tastes like you're eating cured butter. Fantastic cheese. And if you want just an everyday cheese, Parmesan is the way to go.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you're also a cheese connoisseur.
I am a cheese connoisseur. When I was a child, my first ever online handle was I Love Cheese. And I believe we've got something over a dozen cheeses in the fridge presently. We make sure to have a couple of them with every meal.
All right, teams, whenever you're ready, go ahead and let's get underway. Remember, it's to everyone's advantage to play this thing all the way out. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, if we're going with everyday cheeses, I'm definitely a Swiss man, that's no doubt. I'll admit I'm not fancy enough to know about any of those other things you're talking about.
If you want a good cheese for pairing with red wines, the Raspberry Bellavitano by I believe it's Centauri or Santorini is the cheesemaker. Make an excellent Raspberry Bellavitano. Their olive oil and rosemary Asiago is also delicious.
Yeah, I'm just slapping my Swiss on a standard turkey sandwich most of the time.
I had a turkey sandwich for lunch today. I had Munster and Colby Jack. Munster's a good deli cheese. That's definitely, I think, my Munster and a nice thin Danish Havarti. Those are
can
my
y'all
top
hear me?
deli cheeses. Though you might not have been on Talk to Server when you spoke those last.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Yep, y'all are good to go whenever. I guess y'all couldn't hear when I said the first time.
Alrighty, folks, looks like we're just about
Remember,
ready
it's
to
to
go.
everyone's advantage to play this whole thing out. And Captain's fire when ready.
Five, four, three, two, one. Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Soup Nazi's having a good time in the chat room right now. It's kind of interesting having the captain in there to talk about how his team is playing.
Yep, he made the decision that he was going to sit on the bench to get some of his other players in there tonight. Let Black and Blue take the reins. I think he's probably feeling pretty good right now about that win in the first and the fact that they got all the way out in the second one, waiting to see how his team does on defense. He is a very good player as well. He plays Scout. Perhaps he felt that Scout wasn't an appropriate class tonight for this one where you need kind of big, heavy folks pushing the cart much of the time. So, yeah, letting other people on the server.
I am fully charged.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First shot inbound takes out Andy right off the bat again. Another shot takes out Black and Blue. And a third shot takes out Uber. Inbound with just brutalizing. And so there's a fourth shot, takes out Eric. He took out 4 players at one time for a moment.
Where is he hiding at?
Probably inside spawn if he's, like most snipers I know on the opening of this. Oh, he's moved over to the right side up high by the rocks. He's firing across towards the usual defense position. We see Blue's engineer, Lemons, is the one pushing the cart. Oh, there's a little company now. Inbound takes out JF. Bad Street and Black and Blue see that cart approaching. Really see some folks moving into position. There's also probably Shampoo. I'm seeing direct hit rockets come out of that tunnel. There's an Uber coming out of the tunnel leading the push. Lynn with 7 Thorn. That's going to get them clear all the way onto the point, I believe. That's a good, clean, and straight-through push. They didn't pause for anything. It's going to be our first capture in a time of just... Whoa, they almost did get that. 1 minute and 24. A couple of seconds purchased by the sticky bombs, and as we know, a couple seconds can make a difference. Minute 24 versus 137 that Tool put on the board, so they're up by 13 seconds.
That's the fastest capture of .1 for these two teams so far tonight.
It is the fastest capture of .1 for any team so far tonight. In fact, they beat GCI's fast cap of 125 by 1 second. We see that there is also a defense on the second point. Might be part of why the first cap was reasonably quick. However, the sentry gun, Jetta sentry gun, goes down. Shampoo direct hitting it down while he turned around for just a moment.
Inbound, doing it again, hiding in the rocks this time.
Yeah, he is absolutely lethal. I saw some people talking about it and wondering if he was going to be playing so they could watch, and I can see why they want to watch him. He's a dangerous man with that rifle. Tool with the dispenser up on top, the teleport up on top of the AHU up there, making sure that they get people in there. It's a little harder to sap. You see the spy does not see the teleport when he goes by. He saps out the dispenser, but the team is still able to come through. And we see one of those loaves of bread popping out when the heavy comes in.
Inbound takes out the teleporter with the sniper rifle, though.
Holy cow, Inbound very versatile. He's managed to get all the way over the opposite side while we weren't even looking, and yeah, takes out the teleport and is now covering the roof from the back, but he gets stabbed! Unfor puts an end to his reign of terror with a stab to the back.
We obviously weren't the only two who noticed the damage he was doing with that gun.
Yeah. Looking at the scores right now, Inbound is the leading scorer on the offensive team as a sniper. This is an ideal map for a good sniper. It is long, open straightaways, and you know exactly where at least some of the enemy team has to be. But nonetheless, very impressive. Lynn taking down the sentry gun. Jetta trying to get another one back up. Oh, however, there's an offensive sentry gun. Main battle is all just in the choke point right now. Both teams trying to affect the cart, either to hold it or to push it through. Right now, the attackers, gTA, managing to get a little bit around the corner. And this is going to be a push onto the point for gTA. gTA getting 2 in 4:25. That slips slightly behind Tool's pace of 4:08, but still right in the mix there. That was a good defense by Tool there on the roof. gTA pushing now towards the third point. They can definitely make up some ground here if they make a hard push. It was 9:08, a whole 5 minutes to get to the next point for Tool. We've seen this done in as few as about 50 seconds in some matches tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, Eric getting up there. He's making sure that that area up top is clear. However, the engineering has been taken down. It looks like Jetta just getting back into position to rebuild his gun. And the gun, of course, in the usual spot. We also see there's a crits soldier coming in up there. It's Daff with Greybeard. Also inbound sniping from the high left. Oh, snipes down Jetta, leaving the gun at only level 1. Dispenser's there. I don't see a teleport. That's going to go down because we now see Daff coming in as a soldier. So yet another critical pick by Inbound, eliminating the NG. gTA pushing hard. They're going to come up around this corner. They're going to get that capture. This third capture in 5:31 made up a huge amount of ground. That was just a minute 6 there, 5:31 versus 9:08. They have until 12:49 to get to the final. That is a total of 7 minutes and 18 seconds in order to get and capture the final to bring this even at 1-1 for tonight. If in fact they do that, they sure do. This would be the first split match of the Cup, if they in fact put this in. They do have a man advantage as well, and a wrangled mini-sentry it appears. Main thing if you're attacking here is keep your focus on the cart. Don't get distracted running around chasing people, just stay on the cart. We've got 5 people down in the hole pushing, and not that many defenders are alive. This should be a win right here for gTA, and it is at 6:24.
Good game, everybody. Good game.
So gTA and Tool split the evening. Both teams capping out all the way.
Remember, we are off next week for the 4th of July. Everybody has a good holiday. We will see you all at the for week 3. Good games, everybody. Have a good evening.